Hello my dear students. Today the topic is ratio analysis. At the time of lockdown, we started the ratio analysis. I am starting there itself. What do you mean by ratio and these definitions and ratio analysis, its formulas, concept, everything will I am going to explain you. Okay. Today that just only the introduction part we'll see. Ratio, meaning of a ratio. A ratio is a simple arithmetical expression of a relationship of one number to another number or interdependent items. It may be defined as the indicated quotient of two mathematical expressions. That is called as a ratio. Now you try to understand that one meaning of accounting ratios. The accounting ratio means a ratio based on accounting data, that we are collecting the data from the accounts, from the statement, and preparing this ratios, calculating these ratios. In other words, accounting ratio is defined as a quantitative relationship between two or more accounting variables of the financial statements. You know that already. Financial statements is nothing but a balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash flow, fund flow, all other statements. From that statements, whatever the required information, data, it will be collected and that relationship will be find and calculated that ratios. Okay, that is called the accounting ratios. Now try to understand that definition. According to Accountant's Handbook by Wixon, Kill and Badford, a ratio is an expression of the quantitative relationship between two numbers. He said that there must be a certain relationship which must be expressed in a quantitative manner. Another person, Kulhar, he explained the ratio. The ratio is the relation of the amount A to another B, expressed as the ratio of A to B, A is to B, or A as simple fractions, integer decimal fractions, or in percentages. That will be expressed. Okay, based on these ratios, the management is going to take certain decisions. Okay. Now, what do you mean by analysis? Ratio analysis. Ratio analysis is the technique of interpretation of financial statements with the help of various meaningful ratios. These ratios are simple arithmetic expressions of the relationship of one number to another number. This type of analysis is called as a ratio analysis. This analysis can be done through 4 steps. What are that 4 steps? First of all, selection of relevant data. First of all, that relevant data will be selected from the financial statement depending upon the objective of the analysis. Then calculated. Next, calculation of ratio. On the basis of data selected, appropriate ratios are calculated according to the object, according to the need. Then comparison of this ratio. Where the comparison rises, where there is a two elements, two variables, their comparison raises. So here calculated ratios are compared with the ratios of the same firm in the past, or the ratios of other firms, or with the ideal standard of relevant ratios. Okay, two variables will be taken and this will be calculated, the relationship between two variables, and that should be compared with the other information or other data within the firm or outside the firm, or that ideal standard relevant to the ratios. Okay. Last one is the interpretation of ratios. At the end, conclusions are drawn on the basis of study and comparison of ratios. Already you know in this statements, financial statement analysis, this and interpretation. What do you mean by interpretation? Interpreting the results, whatever you analyzed from the statements. Okay, giving the explanation related to that, these calculations, that explanation is called as a interpretation. That is the ratio analysis. This will be explained with the help of so many formulas. What are that formulas? I gave this chart. These important formulas that can be classified into five categories. Number 1, general profitability ratios, overall profitability ratios, turnover ratios or activity ratios, liquidity ratios, miscellaneous ratios. General profitability ratios, that involves gross profit ratio. Here I gave the formulas also. Try to understand. I will provide you that material also. Gross profit ratio. Here no need to by-heart or buttify any formulas. By name itself you can understand that what are the variables will be there in that and how it can be remembered. Here gross profit. Here you need to find out that one ratio, gross profit ratio. So what are the ratios, what are the variables will be you can added in this gross profit, net sales. It will be compared with the net sales. So gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Next one is net profit ratio. Net profit ratio, which is also be calculated by comparing with the net sales. Okay, net profit divided by net sales into 100. Next one, net operating profits. Net operating profits will be calculated that net operating profits divided by net sales into 100. Next one is that operating ratios. Operating ratio is calculated by this cost of goods sold plus operating expenses. What are the operating expenses? The expenses which are incurred for operating of an organization, that salaries, rent paid, all this. Okay, this total divided by net sales into 100. Next one is the specific expenses ratio. Specific expenses divided by net sales into 100. Okay. Next one is overall profitability ratios. Overall profitability ratios are return on proprietary funds or shareholders investment ratio. That will be calculated by net profit, that is after income, interest and tax divided by shareholders fund into 100. Then you will get this ratio. And return on equity shareholders fund. Return on equity shareholders fund is calculated by net profit after interest and as well as tax minus preference dividend divided by equity shareholders fund into 100. Next one is return on equity capital. This net profit after interest, tax minus preference dividend divided by paid up equity capital into 100. Return on capital employed, that will be categorized into two: gross capital employed and net capital employed. Gross capital employed is calculated net profit before interest and tax divided by total assets into 100. And net capital employed is calculated net profit before interest and tax divided by net capital employed into 100. Okay, and next one is earning per share. It is calculated net profit available for equity shareholders. How much profit is available to the equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares in a company. Then you will get EPS, that is earning per share. Okay, here you take a note that one net capital employed, the total assets minus total liabilities or shareholders capital, shares capital plus reserves and surplus plus long term liabilities. Then you will get net capital employed. Okay, while doing the problem it will be very clear. Next one is activity ratios. Here we have the 9 activity ratios I gave that information about what are the ratios you are going to calculate and also the formulas. Even same way current ratios and as well as miscellaneous ratios. Okay, first just you try to understand these general profitability ratios with some example problems. Okay.